last session, you guys did a lot of stuff. At the beginning, you encountered a big robot wizard that tried to cast spells at you guys, seemed to not really work, and ran away. And then you came across the map room. It had this fresco on the walls.
The buttons that I kept pushing?
With the buttons, yeah. And in a pit, you found Haleth.
That guy.
Haleth the Revenant.
Yeah.
Undead creature of vengeance. And
he's a good zombie.
Yeah. He is currently
good zombie
following along with you guys. So far, he's not really done much as far as I can remember. In combat. And then he told you about his group, the Fine Fellows of Daggerford, and how they betrayed him, murdered him, left him to die.
Yeah, they're fine fellows, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, totally not fine.
He described them to you, and how what apparently had happened was one of their members, Kellum, known as Kellum the Weasel, disappeared, ran off, that he didn't know. And so an argument ensued over spreading out that missing member's treasure amongst the rest of them. They ended up killing Haleth, dumping him in that pit that you found him in. And now you're looking for Kellum now, hunting for him, who's apparently somehow got his way maneuvered into a Grick nest that you have took out this Grick alpha, this larger form of the Grick.
Renaer did not like it.
Yeah, Renaer got beat up a little bit. And at that point, I believe, is where we left off. If you remember anything else I'm forgetting, feel free to fill me in.
We had the whole mirror thing, questions with the Mad Mage.
That's true. Question with the Mad Mage.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, if only we had better questions.
We got some new rules.
Yeah, Joey, Draken at least kind of barged in with his own questions, didn't really think about them.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So right now your staff casting the light has like a fabric thrown over the head of it, dimming the light a bit to about a 10-foot radius around you.
So I'll just take point then, since I can see 30 feet in the dark, not my 60.
That's right. Okay. So we pick up now at the end of the Grick Alpha battle. You've kind of harvested parts from the Grick, and yeah, so you can imagine in this area here you spent some time. We spent a good couple of hours harvesting. You got them on the ceiling and got those 2 gems out of the mummified Minotaur's eyes. Draken did. So
all right, so we've explored this area, this room, pretty good. Did a bunch of search checks and looked it up in the ceiling and stuff.
You've been in here for long enough. I could see giving you guys another perception check if you wanted to see if you spot anything new in the couple of hours you've been in this room.
Okay.
Sure, I'm not going to throw away a perception check.
I get a 10.
Melannor got a 10. I got a 13.
Haleth got a 19.
What do your undead eyes see?
Renaer gets a 15.
Okay, so nothing new is spotted.
Alrighty, so you want to go back to that hallway where we saw those other Gricks?
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Kind of do a little extermination.
All right.
Just call us Terminex. We're Grickenex.
So you gonna make your way back through the tight tunnel?
Yes.
All right, marching on.
Melannor will recast without a trace.
Okay, so let's all do stealth checks then. Add 10 with the pass without a trace spell cast.
I did a...
Okay, you guys are all good. The 15 is probably the worst of the bunch, but that's still not too bad. So George, since you're taking point, we're gonna just move you through here until you get to about here.
Ooh, I went fast.
And they're all, and you can just imagine everybody's following behind, relatively within, say within 10 feet, everyone's in a train going through this area.
Okay.
All right, so you get back to this hallway. The Gricks that you did notice in this hallway before have gone. And you do see smears of red. Well, actually, in your dark vision, you see smears of gray on the ground as looks like something's been dragged through this area down this hallway
Oh, no,
you didn't see before.
Yeah.
Drag?
We've been
Yeah.
wasting too much time.
So your dark vision extends out
30?
30 feet.
Yes. Half blind. Need to get some dark vision glasses.
As you get to the end of this tunnel, you see once again natural cave formations extends from the wall as if dug. Again, you see the blood stains on the ground caught on jagged rocks and such.
I wonder who dragged who.
Can you?
Is there any can I do like a perception or investigation to see if there's anything like besides just blood, like fabric or
Yeah. You can definitely do an investigation check.
I
18 on investigation.
But George, you do notice there is some bits of fabric, leather. You actually do notice evidence to suggest goblin blood and goblin parts and goblin armor and clothing and such. You drag through this area.
I was guessing weasel actually.
And if you recall, back in this area, you did kill a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, we killed a bunch of goblins there. I'm wondering if they just went feeding.
And then kind of dragging stuff back this direction.
I do remember.
All right, so you see the rough natural cave formations or tunnels break into another built area, crisscrossing. You kind of wonder, man, this place is just nuts and how large and expansive it is. Perception check, George, please.
Huzzah! With my 13.
13's enough. You hear noises coming from the darkness in front of you.
I signal. I don't say nothing, but I point to my ears. Point out that way.
Haleth kind of grunts in response. Renaer doesn't notice because he can't see anything because he's using Draken's light to help him move forward, and Melannor's in the rear right now. But Haleth does have dark vision, so you do notice, you do hear skittering noises coming from ahead of you.
Oh, insects. All right. Link on up.
Some Gricks come into view.
Are goblins with them or are goblins dead?
You see some dead goblins kind of on the ground as they kind of trounce over them, kind of snap at them, biting off chunks and dragging them away. But you do see them up ahead, and so far they have not seen you.
All right. I inch my way back over to the light so I can whisper.
Haleth will back
There's
up.
Gricks over there.
Baby grits?
These seem to be
Well,
like
not alphas.
the normal-sized Gricks that you're familiar with, and they're kind of crisscrossing through here and
Yeah.
this kind of stuff.
So what I'm thinking is we just charge.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay. So I'm going to like rush in and like try to get to an angle so I'm not blocking the entrance or exit or whatever. And then y'all can, I would suggest if Haleth is coming behind me to try to do the same on the other side, maybe. We'll flank them.
He goes, flanking remover. Got it.
Yes.
Who gets to be?
All right, and then
he kind of raises the glaive And in this darkness, this very dim light with a little bit of light coming from the staff, he looks very scary right now. He's this large. He kind of has this. You know, he's an elf. He's got this very menacing presence about him.
All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and run.
So, for the sake of this, let's all do initiative now, and you'll have a surprise round, assuming you beat their perception scores and such.
Does everybody get a surprise round?
We'll see. Depends on what's happening.
All right, I got 20, not natural. Melannor has an 11, not natural.
17 for Draken, 19 for Renaer.
All right, and then Haleth, he has not much, 6.
For Master.
Big menacing slow guy.
Okay, so definitely George, you're going to be going first, regardless.
All right. Just want to run up and get to about there.
So you run right in here.
Yeah, there's only one.
As you rush in, you notice before you can stop yourself, there's a gargantuan sized Grick in here.
Alrighty, where's that character creator?
There are many other Gricks in this little area here that you did not notice before.
I asked him, do you want me to level 9 lightning bolt?
And this huge Grick. It is pulsing like a caterpillar as it kind of undulates, as it kind of, you see it kind of, its mouth raised and its 4 large mandibles kind of chomping as it swallows a goblin whole that these other small Gricks, in comparison, have been bringing to it for a meal. But it's your turn currently. You've caught them unaware.
I'll back away. Fast.
Oh, I think the time for backing away is done. All right, so this thing's huge. Gargantuan.
It is huge. It is not gargantuan, technically. It is a huge creature, though.
Okay. Whew. I bit into it this time. All right.
You found the nest.
So,
put it that way.
I thought the alpha was the main one.
Yeah.
All right, in that case, how far have I gone? Have I gone my 30 feet?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 30 feet.
I'm raging, and I'm going to just start smacking that one then. Make room for these other guys to come behind me.
I think I'm going to have to lightning bolt this big time.
Right.
There's never going to die.
All right, 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right, 10 points of damage.
10 points.
Oh wait, no, then I get rage damage. Huh?
So 2 more, is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
12 damage. So you come rushing in,
Yes.
you kind of pause for like a moment as you assess the situation and go, oh! Bam! And the caliber kind of, this Grick kind of looks at you, oh, and it lets out this blood-curdling scream.
The dead?
It's not dead.
Okay. I thought the scream was like a death scream.
No, it's
All right, so I'll swing again.
noise.
I think Weasel might have died. Big time.
All right. 27 to hit now,
Hits.
and 11 points of damage. No, wait, 13. I keep forgetting that +2.
Okay, 2 more damage. As you, once again, with the momentum of your swing, you kind of do a spin maneuver and smash it down again. And it like crumples down onto the ground. It kind of does it now. Instead of a scream, it's doing more of a whimper. And it attempts to like maneuver itself to scramble away from you. It is still alive technically, but it is on death's door.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Renaer's turn.
I think it's not the Grick's fault because I think that's just going to eat goblins if it doesn't get goblins.
Renaer, that's you.
Oh, Renaer, me. Renaer can't see anything.
He cannot see past Draken's current radius of the light here.
But he does hear the scream.
He does hear the noise happen. He hears the scream from the brick.
He's gonna kind of like.
Oh my gosh. Rainier's probably like about to pee his pants. He just saw me run into the darkness and hears a scream.
You run into the pitch blackness and you hear a
Oh, Renaer scream.
So 10 feet beyond this radius, it would be considered dim light, we'll say. So you can see technically all the way to the end of the wall there, but then this whole cavern is pitch dark.
Well.
Except maybe a little glint off of the hammer or the shield that George is wielding.
Well, he's gonna.
And now Rainier's backlit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there.
Yeah, and then you're gonna wait.
You're gonna hold an action.
Yeah, hold.
What are you gonna hold?
Dagger.
You have a dagger. You're gonna hold your attack in case something
If
comes.
something that's not us comes after him,
Yeah.
attack.
Next to act is Draken.
Okay. Draken. Gonna. Oh, no.
The Draken, you see Renaer just whip off the cloth covering your light as it extends to its full radius and runs off into the dim darkness, stopping outside the light, not willing to go any further.
I kind of like. Well, I want to be. So I
That's as far as you can go. That's 30 feet.
Could I be on the other side so I can see? Can I see the bricks?
At this point, yes. So imagine 20 feet beyond this radius is dim light. So they're right at the edge of your bright light. You can see now these bricks here. And beyond that, you do see now the large, sinewy, undulating body of this huge brick, much bigger than the alpha you fought before.
Oh, well, I'll pass that.
All right, Big B's hand gets cast. You can choose a point within 120 feet to cast it.
Can I cast it in it?
In an unoccupied space.
Okay. Well, it casts right by its face, and it's going to try to like grab the face so it can't move.
Big B's hand is large.
Like try to grab its neck so it can't move. Oh, that's huge!
It is Big B's hand.
It's 10 feet. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's going to grab its neck and try to choke it.
All right, we're going to do a strength contest. So roll with Big B's hand's strength, which is 26. So you get +8. So roll a d20 +8.
Oh, I better not roll horrible. Oh yeah, I think I win. I got a 25. Is it if it doesn't have +5?
You got a 10. So it is now grappled.
By its
So
neck,
the large.
so it can't breathe.
So George, you see in front of you this large, purplish, glowing, dragonborn clawed hand appears and grapples with the Grick. Huge thing.
So
Now you can use your bonus action now if you'd like to have a hit crush. That would be the option, or you can do something else with your bonus action.
It will crush it. It's going to try
It's
to
going to
break
be
its
2d6 plus your spell modifier, which is 4. So 2d6 plus 4.
neck. Okay, I'm going to try to like break this thing's neck. Max damage, 16.
16 damage. So this giant hand grabs a hold of this huge creature, successfully wrapping its hand around its neck, and then squeezes. And you hear it go, ah! And his little goblin chunks pop out of his mouth as as it's kind of being choked right there. Okay, that is Draken's turn. So it's going to be Melannor's turn. Melannor sees everyone take off running ahead of him, leaving him in the dark.
All right, so it's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to about there. All right, we are going to do. So he can see this, that there's light. So the closest Grick is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet from me. Okay. Produce flame. 18 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
8 damage.
Okay, so this fireball lobs through the air, catching this wounded Grick, and kills it.
So with this dim light, he can see that giant thing.
Yeah, he can see it in the dim light, yes.
Okay. Then let's do... All right, let's do Sacred Flame. It's a 60-foot range. Has to make a dex save. 13.
What? He's casting it out of
You
his
got
mouth.
a
It's
12. 12.
All right. So he takes full damage of 12 points
So after
of radiant damage.
After lobbing the fire at the smaller Grick, he then raises his hands and just radiant fire kind of falls from above, just cascading over the large Grick. We'll say mother Grick. Haleth's turn. Haleth sees everyone rush ahead.
He's dark vision.
And
You can see.
you see him kind of stride forward. Gets to
Thread his way around.
Threads his way through people, has a glaive ready, sees all these creatures, goes, abominations. And he's gonna do a dash.
Does he have a bonus action?
He's gonna get right in the thick of things.
You're gonna die.
He's already dead. What was you worried about?
He can die again, right?
That was the end of the surprise round.
So now, actual round here.
George, now you did get highest initiative, so now top of the round, you get to now act before everyone else does.
All right. I'm going to step forward then. That'll get me within 5 feet of this giant thing, but not get me away from this thing to get opportunity of attack.
You
right?
are all around this thing.
Okay. And I am going to get into George, not Melannor. All right. Let's try a Divine Smite on this thing. 17 to hit.
It's a miss.
What?
Are you serious?
That's why I'm not rolling.
You were attacking the mother Grick?
Yeah.
That misses.
All right, so let's use this inspiration then.
Right.
See if I can't get above a 17.
You got more than one hit, one more attack per turn, right?
Yeah, but I kind of want to see if it's possible to hit this thing. All right.
Totally possible.
21.
That hits.
Oh, good.
Okay.
It
Now I'll
doesn't
Divine
barely
Smite.
hit. It doesn't barely hit.
You don't need to know that. All you do know is that a 17 doesn't hit right now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 13 plus the 2 for raging, so 15 points of regular damage.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use a charge of the Masher,
Okay.
which I believe it's going to take 2 charges to knock this thing's AC down.
You'd have to hit it again before it
Okay.
Actually takes the ding. But do you do any acid damage with this first hit then? Is that how that works?
No, the acid damage comes based on how many AC points it has missing because of this.
All right.
On each consecutive hit from there. So the fact that he doesn't have any AC missing yet means I'm not doing any acid damage addition yet.
Okay then.
All right, so now for the Divine Smite,
He doesn't use it very often, but his hammer lets him do that.
just 10 plus another D8. It's 5, so 15 extra points of damage for the Divine Smite.
Okay.
Let me mark that second level slot off.
All right. So
And now let's
you come in and your hammer glows and acid pools on the blunt end of the hammer, and you
it glows green.
It glows green. It brings across the natural armored hide of this giant writhing creature being grappled by this large purple glowing hand, and it just smashes into it, and you see this shell kind of crack a little bit, giving you a little bit of a window into that AC.
All right. Let's try it again.
All right.
AC minus, sir?
It hasn't minus yet. He has to hit it one more time. Minus.
21 again.
You
Rolled
got it.
another 12. This is so stressful. All right.
Stressful.
All right. 12 points plus the 2, 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Oops. Wrong button. Plus another charge.
Okay.
It says AC has knocked down 1.
All right. Again, you swing, this time not glowing and all the pretties, but at the same time, smash, it cracks. And you see that crack you made earlier just implode inward, and you see just green ooze start to spill out from where you broke the shell, and acid kind of bubbling on the chitinous plates that are covering this thing.
All right. Do I get the acid bonus now? Let's see.
We can go ahead and do it, sure. It's a D4, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's not much. 4.
4 damage. All right. Very good.
But what if
And
we're
his AC's down by 1.
AC down by 1. Renaer's turn.
That's all I can knock his AC down. It's like, because I only have 3 charges.
Yeah, it's not meant to be a kill giants thing.
It should be.
You've had this weapon since like level 4 or something.
I hardly ever use this.
Renaer's gonna walk in, seeing that they probably got the under control. He's going for the little ones.
I'm right there.
Yeah.
All right. Good, probably good choice.
Die! You got 18.
Die, baby.
While in comparison to this thing, they look like babies, but this is what you would more typically assume to be a normal Grick would be. So it's not necessarily a baby. You definitely hit.
Okay. And sneak attack, since he just came in.
He does have sneak attack.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage.
He's adjacent to one of your allies.
Yep. The dagger does 8 damage, and the sneak attack does 20 damage.
With one strike, Renaer comes barreling in and backstabs this Grick to death in one stab with his blades. The Grick goes down.
And that's his turn.
It's his turn. It's a good turn.
Yeah, I kill a Grick.
Draken's turn. See how many of his allies Draken can kill this time.
I'm not killing anyone. If I aim up, he doesn't hit
I'm
them.
just kidding. Go on.
I'm going to move forward. Can I, tell me when I can hit the Grick with a giant 8th level lightning without hitting anybody that I know.
You would not have disadvantage, or he would not have advantage at this point. If you want to hit without hitting anyone else,
Okay.
get there.
Close.
Draken, you would also know this, that any of our allies within 10 feet of me also have spell resistance too, in case they get friendly fired.
It's 13d6, and the resistance is 1
I'm just saying.
I'm using it.
All right.
Tell me what it rolls.
11.
Miss. He takes 42 damage.
Right.
Oh! Is that lightning thing?
Yeah, it's 13d6. Actually, I rolled a lot of
So
ones.
this is from the staff or from your wand? So you break out the lightning wand of lightning bolts. You hold it in front of you, Harry Potter style, and you say "cacao," and it goes boom, and the whole cave just lights up in this bright white flash. The whole room is blindingly white for just a split second as this point blank level 8 lightning bolt cracks against the side of this Grick mother.
I should be good at the
It starts to see the smoke coming off of it. It's writhing. And you hear this deep guttural. fire, scream.
And my baby's hand is going to, for my bonus, kind of
As a bonus
clutch on
action, do
harder.
another squeeze.
I'm like, no. Okay, 9 damage.
9 more damage as
It's
Bigby's hand
it's getting tighter.
squeezes.
It's gonna
How
try
much
to-
health does Bigby's hand have, by the way?
Oh, come on. You're going to try to hit it?
With it being right there in
Just
contact
wondering.
with the grip as a lightning
They
bolt
have a
strikes.
high AC, I guess.
15. And your DC is 16. So it fails and takes the full damage. So
It has half damage.
takes the resistance.
That's
gives
what
it half
resistance.
damage. So 21 damage to Bigby's hand. All right.
So it has
So do the math.
44 health.
44 health left. Okay. Bigby's hand is still around.
You're welcome, Bixby's hand.
I mean,
I don't get to use that.
And an ally, really? Okay.
You're not going to go punch him in the face. It would be alive anyway then.
But I don't even think it says ally. I think it just has to be, yeah, it's a friendly creature.
Okay.
Rick's going friendly.
All right. So
Like, as long as he's not attacking me, he's friendly, right?
To you.
Renaer, make a perception check.
I'll do it. Roll 9.
9. Okay.
He doesn't
So-
see anything. Probably.
It is now this Grick's turn.
Oh, no.
This Grick, finally getting a chance to do something.
Well, none of
Turns
the Brits have had a chance to do
away
it.
from the door here
Oh, what door?
and begins moving forward toward Renaer, who just slaughtered his brother. The Grick attacks Renaer. 20 to hit.
Oh, wow, that hit.
Don't forget, Renaer should have something called Uncanny Dodge.
Oh, yeah.
5 damage.
No, not uncanny.
Goes in with a beak attack after hitting him with the tentacles. 23 to hit.
What's this thing?
5 damage with a beak. It is going to continue to move around, keeping within range.
To me?
He gets attack opportunity from Halef then.
Yep, Haleth will see this happening, swing across with his glaive.
Like.
25 to hit,
Oh, wow. Nobody gets stuff.
13 damage to the Grick. So as the Grick skirts around, this glaive comes around. Technically, George would also get a hit,
Oh, yeah.
since he was right there adjacent to George, if you want to use your reaction now to do that.
All right, 25,
That hits, roll damage,
13.
13 damage.
No, 15. I keep forgetting that plus 2. 15.
15 damage, and as the Grick begins to move, it smash, slash, and just dies. not able to get around the attacks of Renaer's ally. All right, next to act is Melannor.
All right. Melannor is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20. It's about there, stepping on that Grick. All right, let's go ahead and do Blight then. That's a good one. All right, Constitution save.
Is there a range, or is it touch, or what's the range?
It's a 30-foot range. Constitution save 13.
Are you hitting other people?
You rolled a 19.
Okay, so in that case, takes half damage. 31 points of damage. Of necrotic damage. Oh wait, no, half that. So 15.
Melannor moves around the corner, sees that what everyone else has been seeing for the last 6 seconds or so, and says, "Oh no!" Woof. And this sickly green kind of black energy kind of emits from his hands, oozing over the Grick mother, and it burns and sizzles, and the Grick mother just writhes in agony as the Bigby's hand holds it there, as if somehow causing more pain just by making it not able to move or run.
It is.
All right, and for bonus action, Sacred Flame. Dex save. 13.
Dex.
Dex.
I got a 2.
Did you get any plus?
All right, that's 24 radiant damage.
All right, and just cascading holy fire over the large creature as it again writhes, and you see the greenish blue brackish blood oozing from many sores and burns and cracks in its armor. It's not looking good now.
Oh, good.
We're pulling this thing pretty good.
These Gricks all look and see their mother in such pain, and they all scream in agony, and they all start to swarm.
Who? The same person?
This one's going to natural 20 against Haleth.
He's dead.
Natural 20.
Clinical
He's
attack.
re-dead.
Re-dead.
He's really dead.
So bonus double damage, so 20 damage against Haleth.
Oh.
And then coming in with a beak attack. And this time gets a 21 to hit and does 7 points of damage to Haleth. Haleth sees this Grick do this to it, this large revenant elf, as his tentacles from the Grick just scrapes across, and you see it kind of blistering across his skin. There's the light armor he has doesn't really do much, and the beak kind of comes in and punches a hole right into his side, and he kind of stands there and looks at it, not really flinching or having any other kind of reaction.
He's like, there's no blood in me.
It's now Haleth's turn.
He's like, there's no blood in me.
Oh boy.
This is not gonna go.
Haleth is getting a little creepy.
Haleth says, let's finish this. And he
Getting in.
takes the scythe with its 10-foot reach.
Oh, really?
Glaive.
Sorry, Glaive, you're right. And first strikes at the mother. 20 to hit. Definitely does.
Yeah, that guy's getting creepy.
Does 9 points of damage to the mother. So the glaive comes across and strikes right across the Grick mother's neck, slicing its head almost completely off.
Oh.
And it just comes crumpling the body loose in Bigby's hand's grip, holding it up above
Is he dead?
by a thread. It is dead.
With 9 points.
It was almost dead. Oh, wow.
It never got.
Oh, it never got to attack. He killed it in one
Haleth.
round.
In like one long sweeping motion comes around, striking at another Grick.
The one where mine is got 27 of his
28 to hit.
Woo, woo.
13 damage
The who?
to the Grick next to it.
The one that attacked him.
I'm gonna attack him. There's like one long sweep, slices the mother almost head completely off, comes around with one swift motion and slices through the body of the Grick next to it, causing it to scream in terror.
I say, Alice, you are getting creepy.
Renaer goes, getting.
Okay, I guess he was already creepy.
All the Gricks let out a scream, seeing the state of their mother creature. This one's going to run underneath Bigby's hand to get to Haleth. The Grick does 12 to hit, which does not hit.
Oh, not.
The Grick mother does not get a turn.
Ah,
Next Grick to act.
That's a sad kind of. The mother, like, taking so much damage and never gonna go.
Crawls through this mother's dead remains to get to this mother's killer. First strike is a natural 1.
Good.
Last Grick gets to go. Turning and screaming, seeing the state of what's going on, comes in on this side. Goes for George.
Oh, I just had an idea.
16 to hit George.
That misses.
Right. It is George's turn.
Everything rolled really low. Like 5
All right.
ago.
I guess I'll go for the one that just attacked me that's in front of me. 15 to hit.
That hits.
12 points of damage.
Okay.
And if he's still alive,
He is.
26 to hit.
That hits.
And another 11 points of damage.
So as this Grick attempted to get at you with its tentacles and scrapes across your shield, you come down with a hammer twice, just bashing it over and over again.
In my rage. So I'm going to toll the dead.
Okay.
Against this one. It needs a wisdom save of 14.
You got a 10.
All right. 12 points of damage.
So as you hammer down once, hammer down again, and just for good measure, a big bell comes coming down from the darkness. The bell dissipates the dead body of the Grick is remaining behind.
That's my turn.
Now it's Renaer's turn.
Okay, Renaer, do you wanna like do switch rogue movement and
There's 3 Gricks left. One's below Bigby's hand and 2 on either side.
he's gonna go for the one that's damaged, right? Spike it. Dagger.
I don't think. Oh yeah, the one that Haleth hit is damaged. Yeah,
28.
that hits.
Well, I did 10 damage.
Okay,
20 damage.
that does it. The Grick falls with your onslaught of dagger blows. All right, is that all Renaer's turn?
Yeah.
It's Draken's turn.
Pick up one. You're gonna try to like smash their bodies together.
So that I'm going to say that's going to be a dexterity save for the Grick to get out of the way. And he rolls
How about the one you
an
picked
11.
up? How about the one that
I'm talking about the one you're picking
I
up.
almost think it was a ranged attack.
Big B lets go of the Grick mother.
Improvised weapon.
The rest of his body slumps down onto the ground. It
picks up
swoops
the other
down
one
and grabs a hold of one of the Gricks that are remaining.
and smashes
And-
into the other one.
Smash. All right. You attack roll. We're going to say, for the sake of this, we're going to use the clenched fist attack, and it will do the damage to both.
8 force. 20 damage!
All right. So as one Grick gets thrown into the other, they both take a significant amount of force damage.
And I'm gonna run up.
You're going to run up.
Is that my bonus action?
Your bonus action is the Big B's hand.
Okay. Well, I come up to where I can get to Great Beast.
So you get there.
And I lightning breath.
Lightning breath.
Yeah, so I can hit both of them.
Okay, we'll put you here then. Dex save for both.
Would they get disadvantage if we just got thrown into each other?
13 for one, and 11 for the other.
They both take full damage. 14!
So as Draken rushes past Renaer, gets to the other side of the wall, turns, just lightning breath in a straight line, catches both these Gricks, and he's so proud of himself as both these Gricks fry. All right, as the last of the bodies fall, Haleth kind of looks around and kind of steps and it starts to examine this giant Grick. It was interesting.
But
And Draken, behind you,
you don't.
at the door, you hear the sound of crying.
I say, I think there's another Drake in here or something because I hear crying. I kind of point my head to the door.
And now that the fighting has subsided, you now can all hear this kind of faint sobbing noise, is kind of very from this door.
I turned to Haleth. I'm like, is kill him a crybaby?
Very much.
I think we found him then.
Great. Haleth doesn't really seem all that impressed. Now maybe we can focus on the rest of the fine fellows.
You should let Bixby's hand open the door. Just
Oh yeah, maybe Ken's gonna he's gonna pick up the door.
Point at the door.
And just-
The big clawed Dragonborn hand kind of, and as it goes forward, it just smashes right through the door. And just wooden splinters goes everywhere.
I meant pick it up and throw it at the wall.
And inside,
Just kill him.
screaming and you hear this really high-pitched scream from whoever's inside this space. He goes, "No!" And as you look, Draken, you see he kind of instinctively covers his hand in his groin and goes, "Ah!"
I say, "Who are you?"
And he stops and, and looks. He goes, "Oh, thank goodness!" But he's kind of looking up at Bigby's hand, and at this point, though, Bigby's hand does fade away. The spell has subsided, and he kind of looks in shock and awe at you, Draken, this Dragonborn sorcerer here in front of him. And he goes, "Oh, thank you!" And he rushes up and grabs you and holds on to you so tight. "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! I thought I was gonna die."
I say, "Thank you. Who are you?"
Callum's my name. Oh, thank you,
I
thank
was
you.
looking for you.
You have?
Well,
Did the fine fellow send you?
well, technically,
Sort of.
I say technically they killed Hallis.
What?
They killed Hallis, and
you
he's
kind of move
dead
over,
guy.
and he sees Haleth, and he goes, "Haleth?" And Haleth kind of turns and comes into view fully, and Kellum is just shocked. He's like, "Oh," as he looks at what's become of him, and Haleth goes, "Well, we found you, and now it's time to move on."
He wants to go find the rest of your team members and kill them.
And Haleth goes, I get too many NPCs now. Kellum is just like in shock. He doesn't know what to say.
Let's what'd you call it? Harvest.
We're gonna harvest.
Yeah, I can't go.
All right, these are considered monstrosities.
Oh yeah, Mama.
So
Drake.
who's doing the harvesting?
I'm guessing Melannor has a big plus on his check for harvesting.
This would be a nature check.
Yeah, he has a good nature. All right, so Melannor rolls a 15 on his nature check.
This is for the mother, I assume, or for the.
Yeah. And while he's doing that, I'll go check out these goblin bodies.
Yeah, the goblin bodies. These are the same ones you killed before. They were dragged this way after you guys dispatched them, and the Gricks found them, what was left of them, and dragged them back this direction. So these are the same bodies from before have already been looted.
Okay.
So as Melannor kind of rubs his hand together and goes in for the harvesting of this large
gargantuan
Grick.
Huge.
As he goes in with the dagger to slice, the tentacles that are all writhing around, kind of almost in like jabbing into the nerves, they all kind of whip up and slash at Melannor.
Ow.
And Melannor would
like
a dexterity save.
Ouch.
If you could, please.
All right.
Okay.
So 15.
14 points of damage to Melannor. And these tentacles all kind of writhe up and slash him across the face. And as he kind of looks at the corpse of the Grick mother, he's just like, it's too much acid damage to really be able to harvest anything from this. So if you want to go for the other Gricks, that's another nature check.
Yeah, I tried.
All right.
I tried one.
You're going to try it?
All right. Melannor will assist him.
Oh, good.
Okay, you get advantage then.
10.
Just enough.
I have -1.
All right.
I don't know why I even tried.
So.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that either. So I need you to roll 7d6, please.
Oh.
Yeah, if we had to roll each one of these individually, we'd be here all night just harvesting.
So if you wanted to, you could get 26 pounds of rations from the meat harvested from these
How are you going to cook this?
You make a fire and cook it. You do require food. This will just be like a food item.
I said, who wants 26 pounds of meat?
You can put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll preserve it, right?
You hope. Now roll 7d4.
Okay, 12.
So you can find 6 of the Grick tentacles that are in decent condition.
6 Grick tentacles.
And now that's all you can do within, say, an hour. If you wanted to spend more time, you could skin these things and get some Grick hides if you wanted to.
Does anybody need armor?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll say that over the course of an hour, Melannor and Draken are harvesting these tentacles and rations from the Gricks as the Grick mother bubbles in the corner. Meanwhile, you guys have encountered Kellum.
The weasel.
Kellum the weasel.
He's a weasel.
So during this time, Kellum says, "Thank you so much, so much. We encountered these Ettins, the fine fellows did. Haleth, you," and he kind of stops. Anyway, we encountered these Ettins, and I ran. I get it. I know. It was not a good thing to do, but okay, I was scared. These Ettins are huge, and so I ran. I found this secret door. I made it into this, and then all of a sudden, there's this enormous creature. This place is crazy. Have you guys noticed how insane this place is? Why did we even come down here? Oh yeah, I remember now, for the stupid throne. Okay, whatever. But anyway, I managed to duck into this closet, and they've been scraping at the door. You can see at the door, well, the door's all splintered up now, so you can't see this, but the door would have had like scratches on it and such as the Gricks were trying to get in. And I've been in there for like a day now.
You are hungry.
I am hungry, actually. Do you have any food?
I just got 26
We
pounds.
got some Greek food.
Any cooked food? You have any, like, maybe some, yeah, like, I don't know, jerky or something? I could really use something.
I say I can go try to cook meat without burning it.
All right, we'll find a place to camp, and then we'll worry about, like, once we find a place to camp, we'll worry about food then.
Right. Kellum continues and says, "Listen, all I want to do is get out of here. I'm done. Okay, the fellas, wherever they are, Haleth, I don't know what they did to you, but wherever they are, they can just do what they're going to do. I just want to get back to the yawning portal and get out of here. Can you guys get me back? Can you help me?"
First off, we fill them in on what happened with Haleth and that they left him for dead, pretty much.
Okay.
Secondly, to get you back, what's in it for us?
Really? It's what, well, for everyone, it's like, what's in it for them? All right, listen, if you get me back, there was a spell book I found in there. I was in there for a day. I had to read something. I couldn't really make much out of it. It's some sort of magic book. You can have it. You can have it if you get me out of here.
You can sell it. I'm not a wizard.
Well, neither am I.
Yeah, like none of us can really even use a spell book.
I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange spell book thing. I think it's a spell book. I don't know what it is.
I'll read it. I know what
No, you can't have
book
it.
is.
No. And he has this satchel with him, and he goes, "No, it's mine. You can have it. When I see the Durnan's rope come down to lift me up, I will give it to you. I promise. I just want to get out of here. That's all I want."
Okay, we'll see if you live that long. Come on.
Where are we
Well,
going?
you're going to have to come with us.
No, wait. Where are you going? Where are you going before
Before the night.
Haleth goes,
And we're checking out that.
Haleth says, "We're going to exact revenge on the rest of the fellows for what they did to me. You're lucky you weren't there, Kellum, or else you would be dead right now."
I said, he's not Brad Pitt. He's saying that.
He doesn't. I don't know what that is. It's scary though.
I fill it into what Revenant is.
That's scary.
Yeah. Okay.
You need.
All right. You're saying you're going to take him with you without promising anything?
Yeah, we'll see how far you can get.
Well, do a persuasion check. Then. He's not necessarily going to go with you just because.
Okay, how about this? You can either come with us or you can go by yourself.
How about you come with us, and if you don't die, we might take
See,
you back.
it's this death part stuff I don't like to talk about.
Do I have to do a persuasion check?
Yes, I need a persuasion check with advantage
I have
from
plus
George. George is the one who made the best persuasive speech.
Okay.
So George can do
All right.
persuasion with advantage.
What
I
is
just rolled a 20, not natural.
20 not natural.
Yeah, and then a 9, so
Oh,
20.
All right. He goes, okay, fine. I'll go with you. But listen, if we're not going up, I don't want to keep going down.
We're just gonna go, and if we find a place to send you on your way safely, we will. Fair?
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. He kind of holds his satchel close.
I said, do you have any weapons?
He does. He has a short sword and a crossbow, but he has no bolts. He's run out. He's used them
Well,
all.
I think Melannor has it.
Melannor has like 1,000.
He has arrows, doesn't he? Or does he
Yeah.
have crossbow bolts?
Yeah, he has arrows because he has a short bow.
Kellum kind of steps out and kind of gives Haleth a wide berth, and he kind of glances around. He kind of peers into the darkness. He doesn't have dark vision or anything like that. He says, "Well, the secret door that I found is to the south. If that helps any."
Yeah, let's see where that goes.
Yeah. We found a secret door that leads to the entrance, which is kind of a shortcut, but
Really, let's take that one.
we
Meander around another kind of tunnel thing all the way up to where you fought the Grick Alpha from before.
That's why we asked for that other perception roll.
Did you? I asked. Did you fight the alpha?
That thing was sleeping when I went through. I snuck by it.
We killed it,
Wow.
and we found Minotaur, golden weird eyeball.
I saw this weird thing on the ceiling. It was too dark, though. I couldn't really tell what it was. I just
can
kind of went along the sides of the wall.
If you couldn't see anything because of the dark, how'd you see the alpha?
Well, I could see something sleeping. I put out my torch real quick and scraped along the wall and found the secret door.
And then,
And then
you
as
hid in the
I
closet.
made my way up this area, all of a sudden I'm in this crazy nest of Grex and ran into this closet real quick. Luckily, they can't open doors.
Is there anything right here?
I'll show you. There is a path there, but there's no door there. It just kind of stops at a wall. Kind
I run over secret door.
of butts up next to a man-made wall. Kind of weird.
See, I have secret door too.
You're going to use a charge from your Wand of Secrets. Does it have any charges left? How many have you used?
Yeah, so I can use it one more time to see if this is the door. That secret better be.
It's a door.
Whee! I knew it.
Okay, we'll say, who wants to explore this? George, I assume?
Well, I used the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you're there. You used the wand and you noticed it, and were you able to find it?
I say
So
door.
George,
Do you want to be the first in?
George opens it, or Draken does?
I say you can if you want.
Okay, George, you
Well, usually I do since I don't need the light and I can
open this
take a
door,
hit.
Whee!
and
Do you want this to? Ugh.
so do a perception check for me.
20, not natural.
As you creep open this door, you see an Etten,
What's an N?
large two-headed giant.
Oh.
His Etten just kind of walks this way, and you remember what Kellum said? The fine fellows were fighting Ettins, and he ran off. And you kind of start to piece together. He must have ran through this tunnel into this area, and it closed behind him.
I don't have Bigby's hand anymore.
All right, let's scoot on back through the door.
Okay.
And we'll go back the other way.
Oh.
Camp first. We need a camp first.
I don't know. I'm good on hit points.
George, everyone's behind you, just for sake of me not moving all these dots everywhere. You guys are building up quite the following here. You make it back to this area where you encountered the goblins and the bugbears earlier. The goblin bodies are all gone, been dragged off.
Cleaned up. Yep. That's convenient.
Bring Draken here
What
soon.
about those two that ran away?
They ran to the
Still
west.
gone?
They're probably alive.
You don't know anything about them otherwise.
All right, let's flesh this area out.
You're gonna explore around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like leaving blackness.
Not to just move dots everywhere. I'll just kind of, open up tunnels and such as you explore around this area.
This obelisk area here might be a good place to camp.
It's pretty well. It already has bedrolls and such. It's already kind of used for that purpose.
I don't really want to.
And
Yeah.
while you can't see what time of day it is or anything, it is starting to feel late as far as your body's concerned.
Yeah. I can't remember last time I actually did. I guess it was after it was over with those vampire people.
Yeah, it was with the Undertakers. You guys last had a long rest. You guys can start to feel, if you don't get some rest soon, you may have to start having exhaustion set in.
I think
All right. Yeah, let's set up camp.
Okay.
I'm falling asleep while I'm staying up.
So you guys come up to this, what used to be a goblin kind of a little camp area here. Goblins and bugbears, oh my. You see ratty bed rolls and such.
I get my own.
Haleth, he kind of stands there and goes, we're resting. We spend all this time. We need to go down. I can feel them. Kellum kind of scoots.
Well, if you want us to be able to help you kill them, we need rest. Do you not rest?
I don't feel the need for rest right now. Maybe I don't. I don't know anymore.
Then you can keep watch.
Fine.
Oh,
I'm
that.
gonna roll insight real quick just to make sure that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yes, 16.
Well, Haleth is obviously impatient and wants to get going to get his revenge. He doesn't appear to have any sort of murderous intent toward you guys, at least not as of this time.
No, come on.
Okay.
Again, you see this obelisk in front of you here. All right, yeah, so it's a 14-foot tall granite obelisk. It has an eye carved into it facing south. And the bottom, at the base, you see a lot of grubby, dirty handprints from what appears to be goblins would touch at the bottom of this obelisk every so often.
I try to push the eye.
It's 14 feet up in the air.
I shoot the eye.
With what?
With a fox.
Ray of Frost. Okay, roll attack. Roll damage.
I don't want to destroy it. I want to push it. 14.
So you, this ray of frost up at the eye, it just crash marble and granite and frost and ice kind of shards go all over the place as you kind of chopped off the top of this obelisk with your ray of frost attack.
I meant to push it in.
Why?
I thought it was like
Why?
I thought it was a secret compartment that as you push the eye, it would open.
Not everything's a secret. Some things are just art.
I was just checking.
Okay, so Haleth is going to take watch, presumably all night long.
Oh, come on.
The rest of you kind of build you see what remains of a campfire that the goblins must have been using, so you kind of just use that as a base. If you want to start cooking some meat or anything of that nature, you can have some rations.
I get a campfire and
Some
say,
brick steaks.
and say, hopefully this is edible.
I want to save off one of the rations of the brick, like
We've
not
got-
cooked.
You got a whole bunch of it.
Yeah, I just want to save off one ration and not cook it and keep it in a bag of holding to just experiment if the bag of holding will preserve food.
Are you cooking all the other 25 pounds of it right now? Or I would imagine you're just cooking, a serving for each of you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just doing serve to each of us. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
for reference, like
If you're keeping track of rations in your inventory, we'll say you've used 5 as the 5 of you eat.
I say,
Okay.
I guess you don't eat either.
Alice says, I have no need for food. I feel nothing but for taste, except the taste of blood of my enemies.
sweet dreams.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
He just kind of looks southward, staring.
I asked him, are they still below you?
Yes. Although they don't appear
Have
to
they
be-
camped?
Sorry?
I said, did they stop to camp?
He can't feel them like moving or something, but he just feels like they're down below. He doesn't know.
Wow.
Can't necessarily pinpoint location as much as direction. It's like a compass that way.
All right. Well, let's get a good night's rest, and then tomorrow we'll take out that other camp and head downstairs.
Okay. Well, Haleth will do a perception check for his watch. All right, he rolled an 8.
Oh, he didn't see anything.
We'll say, George, roll perception.
Is it coming out of the obelisk?
Ready?
Did it awaken something in the obelisk?
Natural 20 for 25.
Okay.
I can see everything.
The ethereal plane opens before you.
Really?
No. You awake.
Really?
You wake up, George, with a startle, a little bit like, oh, as if you heard a noise. And Haleth is standing above you, not looking at you, but looking south still. And he kind of puts his hand out towards you, saying, hold. And as you wait and listen, you hear the skittering noises of something going by to the south.
Would George be able to see?
In the darkness, as your fire has gone out, and I assume your light spell also has gone out.
Not on.
In the darkness, you can't see anything beyond the 15 foot of both of your dark visions. You just hear
30 feet.
30 feet, sorry. 30 feet of your dark visions as you just hear noises of skittering creatures. And you can almost equate it to as if you were sleeping in the jungle and hearing like monkeys and wildlife. This is the kind of, this is the wildlife of the Undermountain. But Haleth stands there at attention, and as the noise kind of subsides, he goes, it's moved on. We're fine. And then
All right.
sleep once again. So you wake up. Draken, cast your light spell now at the beginning here. Okay, so the light comes on Draken's staff, making you all kind of blink in the gloom, darkness around you as you awake here. If you'd like to do any sort of rations at the beginning of the day, water from the alchemy jug, anything of that nature, you can, of course.
Well, we got plenty of water from the alchemy jug. We've used it for water like 5 times. Which means we got gallons of water.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Make sure you refresh any charges from items that would have refreshed.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay, Kellum awakens. He got with a start. Oh, good. And kind of stands up, brushes himself off, and pats his pouch, his satchel there. He goes, okay. Oh, so glad to be out there.
It's like you don't trust us.
Hey, don't push it.
Excuse me?
I'm just trying to get home, okay? I want to get out of here.
Don't bite the hand that feeds.
All right, you're right. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Haleth kind of turns to the group. He's been standing there at attention all night long. He goes, finally, you're awake.
Thanks, buddy.
It's your turn to lead.
Oh, did you guys want to explore down south too? Down here?
I don't think Halif wants to.
I would, but Halif seems impatient.
All right.
Very.
So this door is unlocked. You guys have been through it before.
If we haven't, we could take it a long way.
And you see the dead bodies of the bugbears. The Gricks did not get to them. But do a perception check for me, everybody.
Ooh.
Everybody.
Draken.
7 for Melannor.
Draken got a 17.
9 for me.
And Renaer got a 22.
Renaer.
Oh.
As everyone starts coming this direction, Renaer kind of does a double take to the right, goes, oh, I missed that before. And he walks up to this wall And he kind of puts his hand on the wall and presses. Sure enough,
Cool,
secret door.
I'm surprised Draken didn't find that one.
I would never have guessed it would be there.
Oh, there's an unobvious corner. Must be a secret door.
Yeah.
And this door kind of slides to the side and just kind of cobwebs and dust and doom
This is your
going forward.
Ah.
And gloom, I meant to say, sorry.
What's that?
Well, Kellum, I do believe that the exit is this way.
Really? Oh, thank goodness.
I know it's north. Let's check it out.
I say, can you wait a little bit longer if he wants to leave? And we have a leaving point.
Leave? Leaving point?
No, Kellum wants to leave, and we have
You're talking to Haleth, you mean?
Yeah, Hallis. Kellum can leave right now if we wanted to.
If Kellum wants to leave, he can leave. We have other business to attend to.
Kellum, you can go that way. Give me the spell book.
Well, if you think it's safe, I guess I can go alone.
Give me the spell book.
He looks at you and goes, Is this it then? This is the way?
Most likely. If it churns, then no.
Okay. All right, fine. Well, maybe not. Maybe one of you can come with me. Maybe only one of you. Like, there's so many of you. One of you can come with me and come back and find the rest of them later.
I come. I'm like, I go with him. And being such a beauty.
You're gonna go with them and leave everyone else behind?
Wait, no, I had to I say, who has dark vision?
Everyone except for Renaer, I think.
Okay.
And you.
No, I said, Melannor, can you take them? I can't because then Renaer doesn't have a light.
Melannor goes, kind of peers down this hallway and goes, Are we sure this is going where we think it's going?
I say, oh.
No.
Oh, come on.
Kellum goes, Are you guys just trying to get rid of me? It's not fair.
No.
It's not funny. Haleth goes, Ugh.
I say, how about we just go? We can go.
Let's take a look. Shouldn't take long.
Haleth kind of storms off.
It's gonna take 2 seconds.
Around
I
the corner.
follow him.
You're following Haleth now? With the light?
How can I not follow people?
All right, y'all just chill for a minute. I'll go check it out. I'll come back.
You're going alone?
Yes, I'll go alone. I can
Okay.
be sneaky.
I try to.
And I can see in the dark, so I have an advantage over Renaer.
I try to make sure that Haleth doesn't get away, so I'm following Haleth.
As you round the corner, you see Haleth just kind of standing there at attention around the corner waiting. With fuming, but waiting.
What do I see? I'm being all sneaky.
This is why I'm not going to be looking for secret doors.
As you continue down this tunnel,
It does keep going forward. No, keep going.
it dead ends there and
Check
seems
for
to
secret
go
door.
to the right.
Gotta check for a secret door.
I don't have your wand.
You can still check.
And as you,
Okay, is there a secret door in that corner?
well, hold on. As you get to about here,
No.
you see
The wizard?
the wizard. This large, giant wizard in a cloak standing there in the darkness with its large staff, missing its book. And it sees you and kind of stands up at attention and steps forward.
I hold my hands up. Easy, buddy.
Again, it puts his hand out and starts doing like sigils in the air. Nothing is showing up. There's no like magical light or anything happening. It's just doing these kind of hand motions, holding its staff in a threatening manner.
Mhm.
I know who the spellbook is. Belongs to.
And it doesn't say anything.
All right, let's figure this guy out.
You have to give him his spellbook.
How about this? Do a, let's see, what would this work? Do an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Okay. 6.
Okay, you have no idea what this thing is. You're fascinated, however. This is kind of large knight-like helmet peering beneath a hood, and this cloak over its giant pauldrons and body and such, and it's doing these kind of servo motors. Almost feel like it's not really a robotic. It's just kind of scraping metal and things.
I walk up to it.
I say hello. No.
As you walk up, it goes. It puts its hand out, really like it's releasing its spell, and nothing happens. And you walk up. How close do you want to get?
It's gonna punch
It's
you.
been 5 feet.
All right. As you get that close, it swings with its staff at you.
It's evilish.
Okay.
24 to hit,
That hits.
and managed to do 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the
Wow.
staff cracks you across the chin. Your head kind of jerks to the side, and you feel the blood kind of come from the corner of your mouth a bit, and you go, "Oh!" And it also begins to move down this hall. Again, kind of backing away from you. After it's done this smack, you can of course have an attack of opportunity if you'd wish.
No thanks.
All right, it continues to back up into the darkness.
I wanted to give it its spellbook.
I don't think that's a great idea.
Okay, you're right.
But then again, I don't know much about this thing. But like, I don't know. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
I want to help him.
That's called giving him a spellbook.
If you want to check for that secret door now, you can.
Gotta be. Just
20,
so-
not natural.
All right, as you kind of watch as the creature fades into the blackness, you rub your chin and come up to this alcove, and it does not appear to be any secret door that you can find.
Hmm.
You step back.
All right. I head to the right.
Okay.
You're leaving us behind.
You start walking this direction.
I'm just exploring.
And I like. Someone go check on him.
And there's just cobwebs. You know, they've been parted from where this large construct has like moved through them. But you can tell that no one's been back here in a long time. There's lots of dust, but you do see the large footsteps in the dust from this creature. And as you're walking through, you see lining the walls shields, like old rusty shields that remind you of the entry well where you first came in. There was shields lining the walls everywhere. It's kind of the same principle here that what you're seeing as far as the shields themselves. So you continue kind of stepping forward gingerly.
Mhm.
And
Kind of keep my foot stepping where the big thing stepped.
okay, you're kind of putting your feet in its footprints. It's a good idea.
Mhm.
And as you're going forward, you see this little pinprick of light appear in front of you, about around here. Say right there, right there in the space in front of you. This little star or little gem-like light appears, kind of floating in midair in front of you.
Ooh.
Interesting. I take a closer look.
Okay, as you kind of lean in, the little pinprick of light suddenly expands until a ball of light, and then it rotates towards you, and you see an eye.
Ah.
Hit it.
Make an attack roll.
18.
As you go right, your hammer strikes, it passes right through, and the eye dissipates.
Weird. This place is weird.
Remember the eye I found when we were finding that heart thing?
You did see something like
No.
this before, yeah.
I saw it.
You continue your way through.
Yep.
As you continue to explore this, you find a hall and a door.
Let's go listen at the door. Wait, which way did the big thing go?
They seem
Yeah.
to go south. The footsteps went south. They did not go to the door.
Let's just take a look at the door while we're there.
Okay, do a perception check for me.
17.
You notice this door is different than all the other doors you've seen so far. Most of the doors you've seen have been kind of your standard wooden, stone, metal structure. This one, while very similar, it has a mainly metal door as opposed to the wood doors you normally have seen, and a metal door with wooden accents. And at the bottom where it meets the floor, you see this kind of like it's a stuffed leather cushion along the bottom of the door, as if it was been sealed, like so nothing could get underneath the door. Like no air, no gas could escape, for example.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Open it.
All right. Yeah, I'm not messing with that.
You're like smiling.
I'm just describing what you see.
All right, let's go south and let's see if this thing circles around to the other side.
All right, you go south.
I'll probably see the door to the other side.
That's what I'm wondering.
You do find a similar secret door.
And it goes that way.
And a path that leads to the right.
All right.
So yeah, you do
open the secret door.
Very obvious door here. It can pass right through.
Okay. So let's go through there, and I want to sneak around to where everybody's waiting.
Okay, so you roll stealth.
Yeah.
I'm back by house.
18.
Okay, you're back by Haleth. So
I'll
Melannor,
be able to see the door.
Kellum, and Renaer will roll perception.
I can see it with a giant light.
You cannot see this door all the way over there, but you're far enough away that you're not noticing what's going on. So Kellum will roll perception to see if he happens to notice this guy sneaking up from behind. He does not.
Well, yeah, he's a
Renaer needs to roll perception.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Melannor needs to roll perception.
Melannor rolled a natural 1.
18.
18 for Renaer.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your stealth again?
18.
18.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
you come up behind, and what are you going to do?
How's Renaer even seeing me? It's in the dark, since
He
Draken's over there with...
He heard you.
He's like...
Actually, you know what, you're right. Disadvantage for Renaer.
Oh, come on. Okay, so he rolls again and gets a 24.
Okay. So Renaer does
All right.
pick up on you coming from behind. He kind of turns and kind of squints in the blackness. And what are you going to do?
I'm going to sneak up behind Kellum.
Renaer's like, come on.
Renaer can't see
And get right next to his ear and say, boom.
Kellum screams like a little girl. He jumps out of his skin so far. Although I'm not sure why these people wouldn't have maybe followed Draken's light, perhaps. But we're going to say for this, though, they were waiting for you. And screaming. Melannor, of course, manages to see you coming. After he didn't hear you coming, but if you enter his line of sight, there you are. You know,
Yeah.
kind of a little shh as you walk up to Kellum, and he kind of gives you a nod. Okay. Renaer hears you coming, and he's squinting into the darkness. You can see him. He can't see you. And then all of a sudden, Kellum just screams right in his ear. And he goes, oh! So you managed to get them both. Renaer and Kellum both yelling out.
Oh, yeah, I'm screaming in his ear.
And Melannor kind of shakes his head. And Draken comes running back.
Draken's like, what? Like he's sexually attacking.
Alice steps back to see what's going on, but otherwise doesn't react really.
All right. So I tell him what happened with the weird magic wizard, not wizard, knight thing.
Okay.
And I tell him about the weird door that's metal. Looks like it might be holding some kind of gas in or something.
Okay.
I said, don't go in it.
Well, I'm wondering if we could maybe possibly ask someone who doesn't need to breathe to go in.
Alice kind of looks at you. If it'll get me closer to my goal, but I don't see the point of this.
We want to know what's
Because there might be something cool that we can use to kill your guys.
Found Kellum as you asked. It's time to move on.
It's one door. Come on.
Persuasion check.
Let me do persuasion check. I have +8.
15.
15. Alice goes, fine. Point me to this door.
Up across
All right.
All right.
I'll lead them up to it.
All right. So everybody's huddled up over here. And Alice kind of looks at you guys.
Go on, do it.
We can't freeze it.
I understand.
Probably whatever it is.
Okay. He grasps a hold of the door handle and opens, and just as the door opens, it's this rush of air. Like his airtight seal has been broken, and this flood of wind starts blowing through this hallway, making your eyes squint as the air is blowing into your faces.
Try not to breathe.
It does not appear to be poisonous. It's just blasts, the gusts of air as Haleth kind of struggles against this door and finally kind of pushes it all the way and opens it. And he kind of peers through the door. He can see, he's got dark vision up to 30 feet. You guys aren't seeing what he's seeing, though. And then you hear this wailing noise from a distance.
Close it.
Closer and closer.
I said, close it!
Haleth is like peering into the darkness.
Close it!
Close it.
Air kind of blowing in the. It's like he's staring into a fan.
Close it!
Finally, he goes, and he grabs the door. We'll roll a strength check against the wind now because he has to close it against it. So you see him straining against the blast of this door frame as it's closing, and this wailing noise like a train coming through the hallways. And finally, it closes, and he clicks the door closed, and you hear this loud as it slams against the door just in time as Haleth has sealed it shut. And you hear again, boom, slam as it again crashes against the door. Something on the other side.
I said, get out of the way! What was it? Did you see it?
I did not.
Okay, we can go.
Let's open it back up again. Just kidding. Let's forget that.
Oh, man.
You do it. You do it.
Okay. Haleth,
You want us to find out what's behind there well enough, you'll figure out a way for us to find out.
All right, our curiosity has been sated, I hope.
All right. Let's go take out those bandits.
We can get rid of your evil gang.
Okay, you head. Well, just for the sake of we're walking by it, I'll go ahead and 30 feet this way. See, this hallway stretches out this way. You walking by?
Yeah, well, go by.
Okay.
Yes, we're not triggering any traps.
You come back and you find Borktar. He has used the camp that was set up here before from whenever the Fine Fellows passed through, and he had been using this camp himself. He got a little campfire going. He's roasting some rat on a stick. And as you kind of open the door, he jumps up, knife drawn in a defensive stance, and then he sees you, he kind of relaxes a bit.
I say we got a new guy.
And you see Kellum kind of coming through. He goes, I thought we were leaving. This is not going up. This is heading down. I recognize where we're going. We're going down right now.
We're going to get rid of your team.
Calm down.
Borktar goes,
All right.
I see we have more joining our merry band.
No, he's not joining for that. So, how far are we from the other bandit camp? Asking Morktar.
Borktar goes, I did have to hide a bit as some patrols came through. We're not far. A little bit, we have to go south, and then a little bit, we're almost right at their doorstep.
Yeah, you might not want to come there.
It might be of interest to you. I saw the patrol come through a secret door in this room. And he walks to the south here, past the pit, down here. And Haleth goes, I already told you about this door. There it is, over here.
You did?
Snaking off as Borktar kind of points it out to you, and we'll say that Renaer comes up and opens it. Because it's a little bit too heavy for Borktar himself. But yeah, this path snakes to the south, and you can tell by the dust and the cobwebs and such, or the lack thereof, that this passageway is heavily trafficked. Like this is not as secret of passage as the one that you found just a moment ago with all the cobwebs and dust. This one is used quite often.
I go over to the button.
All right. So I go up to Kellum.
Okay.
I tell him, I say, look, if you have no interest in getting vengeance on your group that left you for dead and killed Haleth, then I'll tell you how to get out of here.
You'll tell me how? I know how to get out of here. I was hoping for a little bit of help.
You have help. We have cleared out every single bad guy on the way. It's open.
Do a persuasion check with advantage.
All right, 17.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and squints at you a bit and goes, well, I have seen you guys take out a whole den of Gricks. I guess if you made it this far without that much trouble, I suppose it must be pretty safe. Okay, fine. And he reaches into his satchel, pulls out a green and book with leather bound corners and edges and kind of a gold leaf edging on the side, and he goes, it's some kind of spell book, I think, and I was reading it but I couldn't really read it in dark. I don't know. I was trying to. Anyway, here, and he hands it to you. He hands it to George.
Okay. I hand it back to Draken, and I tell Kellum exactly how to get out of here, going back the way we came. So he's passing where we've already cleared out.
Just for fun, do an intelligence check for me. See how accurate you are when you're describing the way back out.
Oh boy! And anybody else can help.
I'm helping.
All right, Draken's assisting. Like, no, not that way. You go this way.
All right, 18.
Okay, so you give him a pretty good rundown of the directions to go and how to get back to the well, and he's like, "Okay, all right, yeah, all right, I remember that way. Do any of you have a dragon I can use to get back out? Because it costs a dragon to get out."
I flame one.
All right, take a dragon off of your
564.
coinage, and he takes a dragon. He goes, okay, I can do this, and he runs off past Haleth. Kind of looks at him and goes, good luck, Haleth, and he runs off.
How?
And one less NPC for you to worry about.
Yeah. This Generilla wasn't right.
And he rushes off into the darkness. Haleth goes,
all right, let's go.
I've been a hindrance anyway.
I know.
Exactly.
I pushed the
I'm not going to do it right now.
skull port just in case if it works.
Doesn't work. Still, the voice calls out. Not working.
You don't remember what the voice sounded like.
Yeah.
I remember just fine.
Then
I'm just
do
not
it.
going to do it right now.
Then you don't remember.
I remember.
Then do it.
Gate access.
Prove it.
The skull port disabled.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that a lot every pass through.
I'm not going to keep repeating it.
All right. Let's. Should we just use their secret passage and just take them out, or should we try to be all sneaky?
Excited. Yes, the big ears watch post is this way. And once we clear them out, as long as we can maintain our foothold here, the
Second level.
Rustbone tribe of the goblins and kobolds that I belong to will be able to expand.
And we will be
Create that mall, that storefront.
I think it'll be a great boon to not just yourselves, but any adventurer to come through. Very exciting.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm here eventually. And you said it's down,
We'll
so
commercialize.
go down, right?
This is the way down,
Yep.
yes. This is the same direction we
It's just the way.
the second level. All right, as you get down here, you'll find a very obvious exit to the secret passage that you're in.
Too obvious.
Whenever you're on the inside of it like this, it's pretty obvious to find your way out. I assume you open up.
Yeah.
Work hard. Are we still in our Xanathar class?
I guess so. You haven't really said anything about changing.
Sneaky.
Yeah, you want to roll stealth real quick just to do any kind of pass without a trace or anything like that?
Yes, we'll do pass without a trace from Melannor and stuff.
Natural 20
Very good.
for Draken.
27.
20
me.
Alice.
Natural 20 for Draken and 30 for Renaer.
Very good. So as you
30 for Melannor.
push open this door, yeah, no problem. Nobody, you don't alert anyone.
But they had the mind devour thing.
That is true.
They can't detect me.
And you do see from this direction anyway, you see the sides at least of some sort of statue or something that you can't really make out exactly what it is. But otherwise, without any additional light, this is as far as you can see.
Walk in.
Okay.
I tell Borktar, you can stop whenever you want.
Borktar says, once we enter this door, they will know we're here.
Then probably me and
So with that information, George, you have the ring of mind shielding. You are currently the only one who could go through and not be noticed right away.
Yeah.
So if you want to plan something in particular, or just all kind of walk in, it's up to you guys.
How about y'all let me kind of just look in and see what we're up against first while they can't figure out that I'm here.
Okay. So George walks in on his own. And I'll say for the sake of this, with your stealth roll and your pass without trace. Now, pass without a trace only lasts as long as you're within a certain feet from Melannor, I believe.
Ooh.
So once you exit pass without a trace, you lose the +10.
Okay, so I'd go down to 17.
17 then would be your baseline. It's a very large room here. And as you kind of step in and look,
Nothing.
there it is. I knew something was in here. You see a mushroom-like creature kind of growing out of the ground ahead of you. Okay, as you walk in, you see the statue here, but inside this room, there is this mushroom-like creature. And I don't believe you've encountered these before. At least
I don't think so.
Not in the campaign anyway. So perhaps do a nature check to see if you perhaps recognize this from your experiences otherwise. But it's about as tall as you are. It's a relatively large mushroom growing out of the ground here. It's considered a medium creature.
That's weird.
16.
Okay. So yeah, you've heard of this. You know, this is called a shrieker. And so what happens is that when something disturbs the fungus, because it is a mushroom, it is a plant. It's not like an actual monster or anything. But if it gets disturbed, when a bright light strikes it within 30 feet of it, or if a creature walks within 30 feet of it, it lets out a very loud shrieking noise.
Aha. Okay. Good to know.
Since your vision is exactly 30 feet away, I figured you're right there on the cusp when you see it. You stop, and after a brief beat, you recognize what it is, and you stop right there.
Okay. And I will back up to the passage and tell them what's in here.
I will dim my light.
Going.
All right, so you let them know about the Shrieker.
I put the clock over.
Yes.
There doesn't appear to be anything else in the room at the moment. You do hear, without even making a check, you can hear the sounds of goblins muttering to themselves and talking and from a little bit of a distance still, but it's definitely a large number of goblins can be heard from where you are.
Charmed got one soon.
All right.
You're turning off your
So y'all
light.
want to just go on, or do you want me to keep taking point?
I put a cloth over it, so it can't reach the mushroom.
So you lower down the.
All right, so we're gonna go, and we're gonna go south around this column to be as far away from this thing as possible. And I'll take point in the dark so that if there's any more, we can navigate around.
All right, so you go this direction, and since you're going this way, I'll go ahead and reveal more. As you see,
This is the goblin part?
Oh.
Staircase leading down
Okay, so that's down.
Ah.
to darkness.
I think we should do
So
goblin.
level 2.
To level 2.
Not right now.
All right. Since we see that, I'll go whisper to Haleth and say, take care of this, and then we can go down.
But Haleth, he stops and looks down at the stairs and kind of looks back at you, looks back at the stairs. Maybe I should just go now.
By yourself?
If I
You have
have
a better chance of numbers.
You got a big team who killed you once.
He kind of looks at you and grimaces and goes, all right, you've proven to be good fighters. I could use whatever help I can get. And he will continue to follow you for now.
We just want to take care of this place, then we're going down.
Yeah. One thing, and we're done.
All right, so you head this direction. There is this statue here. I'll go ahead and describe it to you since you're kind of passing by it. There's a two-headed statue.
Oh, what?
It seems to be a statue. Appears to be like a king, like a dwarven king.
With 2 heads?
And it has 2 heads, but you can tell that the statue has kind of been deformed. One head is this normal natural dwarf head, but then there's another head that's kind of sprouting from the neck that looks like it was somehow magically added to the statue and wasn't actually part of the original carving. And this elongated, featureless second head has like this toothless mouth, kind of like a big gummy mouth. The inscription on the pedestal has worn away, and there's this stone crown on the dwarf's head, very much like a king. And in his large hands, he kind of grasps a stone war hammer. Anyway, that's the statue. So
Is the Warhammer like, is it just part of the statue, or is it like special?
do a perception check.
15.
You can tell the statue is not a part of the statue's carving. It's like a separate piece of the carving itself. And as you look at it, even in the dim light of your dark vision, you can kind of see grooves, like where the hands grasp it. It looks like the head of the hammer could be like turned.
Turn it.
Can I get there without disturbing that mushroom?
Yes,
You're there. You're at the edge
yeah, you're right there at the edge.
of Mr. Mushroom.
Yeah, let's turn it.
Okay. So you kind of grab a hold of it and kind of turn it and kind of look at the Shrieker. You can barely see it right past you where you can see, and it you see little spores kind of puff out, almost like it's testing the air, but nothing happens. The Warhammer gets turned, and the weapon's backside faces forward. And then the whole entire statue pedestal goes, kind of raises up 3 feet. And at that point, the Shrieker goes, "Wah!" But in that
case,
in that brief moment, as you're looking at the statue and looking back at the Shrieker, you can see at the base of the statue, a cavity has been revealed, and it contains what looks like an actual crown, a circlet that the statue is wearing, but this one's fashioned from gold.
Take it.
grab it.
All right, you grab it real quick, and you can hear the goblins in the distance going, and there you can hear the footsteps. First to enter from the darkness are these bugbears. And they all kind of charge from the side. As these 3 bugbears kind of...
I know.
2 of them are like peering past the Shrieker, and the other one points that way.
How do you know?
And they all go, and they all run towards you.
If it's the mind thing, they don't know I'm there.
Haleth is right behind you.
He's dead, though.
He still has an intelligence. Draken has a 10.
Renaer has a 21.
Renaer has 21.
And that's
all right. George has a 20. Melannor has a 16.
All right, Haleth got a 4. And Borktar got an 11. Okay, they are not surprised, but Renaer gets to act first.
Renaer?
Yep.
Act first.
He is on the cusp of the covered light that Draken is holding. But otherwise, hears the noises and is like, oh boy. As a stampede of goblins is coming your way. And Borktar goes, this is Big Ear's watch post.
Renaer's going to leash off the cloth again.
Okay, so the light grows larger, back up to its original radius.
Renaer likes to do that. Now, Renaer is going to go ahead and go. How far can he see?
He can see 20 feet past this light is dim light. But these walls, of course, are casting shadows, so he can see right in this area right here.
Well, he's going to go to that area and hold his action.
We'll say he goes right there.
And holds his action?
He holds his action. His action is attacking something in range, yes. I assume? All right.
With a dagger, with my sneak attack dagger.
Next is George.
With my auto.
All righty.
This Shrieker, by the way, is still going nuts this whole time.
All right. I make it there, foaming at the mouth as I go into a rage.
Your bonus action rage occurs.
All right, 25 to hit this one.
25 to hit. Definitely hits.
14 points of damage.
All right. This bugbear, you slam it across the chest. It's like, and now that you're up close, these bugbears are heavily armored compared to the ones you've seen before. These bugbears are like larger, and they kind of, his jaw kind of cracks his jaw a bit and goes in your face.
You upgraded them.
Okay. Divine Smite then. As I back. 20, not natural to hit.
Hits.
11 points of damage from the hit. And 18 points of Divine Smite damage as I laugh back at him.
Yeah, you crack him across the chin the first time. He kind of does his little laugh at you. Then you rear up, and then it glows this bright orange yellow light, and the other two get wide-eyed as you go smash him again. And he goes, and now he's got blood coming out of his mouth. Oh, he growls at you.
That's my turn.
It is that bugbear's turn now.
Oh, he's mad.
And He takes his Morning Star. He's going to do 2 attacks with it. First swing, 9 to hit. Glances off his shield. Goes in with a second. This time is 24 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
11 points of piercing damage, halved. With your
Halved.
As it comes down and it glances across your shield, you kind of and you animals in this room.
We'll trade some blows.
Melannor's up here. I'm assuming he's coming down.
Let's dash up.
Going
10, 12. Over here. Can I get that far? Okay.
Now you can see this one right here.
I can see that one.
You can see the Shrieker too, if it matters.
It's a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Against that one.
Yeah.
Dex save 13.
Dex save of 13. Yeah, 13. Exactly.
Ugh.
All right, but now Melannor is more in the fray now.
Yep.
All right, this bugbear Melannor missed. He's this attack coming. Decides to see that his bugbear buddies are going to take care of George, he thinks. So he's going to make his way. He takes the swing. His first attack. 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that's going to be 20 points of piercing damage. Swings again. That time only an 8 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
After the first
20 points, huh?
pushing up through the darkness, getting up in Melanor's face, he's not used to that. And bam, the Morningstar comes crashing down, smashing him into the collarbone. Then he has just enough of awareness to duck suddenly as another swing goes right by his head.
Mm.
Right, Borktar is going to, he gets to there, you can see this guy. He is going to whip out a dagger, and he can't quite make it to him to hit. He's going to forward action in case damage opportunity arises. Otherwise, he'll wait. Next is
Misty Step. 20 feet to it.
All right, so you cast Misty Step. Misty Step fails.
Why? Oh, wait, I forgot!
As Hallister feels in your mind that teleportation spells do not work. No.
Yeah, I got lucky that one time.
It was cool.
Magic missile can reach it.
Maybe if you Misty Step on top of the bugbear.
Use a
Okay, so
automatic hit.
from your staff of power, 3 bolts of energy.
Yeah.
Automatic hits. So roll your d4.
10 damage.
10 damage total as 3 bolts of energy strike this bugbear. Last bugbear
I can understand them if they try to talk.
comes up to George. I feel to bring up on him. Rolls an attack here. 10 to hit. Second swing. 17 to hit. It would have been 7 damage.
Not on you, Melannor. Sorry.
Alice gets up to here, and with his extra reach from his blade, he will strike that one there. 13 to hit is a miss. That is his turn. All right, so next action is Renaer, back at the top.
Okay, so he runs up to the bugger. Okay. And does 21 to hit,
That hits.
39 damage.
39 damage. And Renaer rushes up to this bugbear and just shoves his dagger deep into the bugbear's gullet. George, you're up.
I am going to hit the one I was hitting before. All right, 20 to hit.
That hits.
And I'll Divine Smite at first level this time.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be 12 points of damage. And then with the Divine Smite, 11 points of radiant damage.
As you smash with another glowing bright hammer to this wounded bugbear, it kind of crumples down to the ground, goes on a knee, and then looks up at you and goes, "Not today." Orcish.
All right, so I told the dead.
He rises back up with his 1 hit point remaining. As you- so it's going to be a wisdom save, right?
Yes, Wisdom save 14.
Does not make it. That 1 hit point remaining. The bugger the roll, but worry about it. Oh, goes down again as the bolt.
And I say, today.
Paul's focus down again.
Okay, let's just do produce flame.
Okay.
Like shove it in this guy's face.
Yeah, this bugbear in front of you at Renaer just kind of slaughtered in front of you is pretty wounded.
All right, 19 to hit.
That does hit.
15 points of fire damage.
So as Renaer first came in and with his daggers, Melannor kind of, with his hand catches on fire, he kind of holds the fireball and shoves it down the bugbear's throat. The bugbear kind of looks like almost like a jack-o'-lantern, and his eyes kind of light up, and there's light coming from within his mouth.
Oh gosh.
And smoke and flame coming out of his ears.
Let's get to here and see what I can see over here.
You do see a tunnel in these directions.
So I can't tell which direction they're coming from, or they're coming from both directions.
I don't know. You hear them coming.
Don't know.
You can hear them most loudly from the north, but you can't necessarily rule out the direction.
In that case, I will cast Spike Growth.
All right. Mortar is going to come up here next to Melannor and kind of give him a nod, like, good idea. And he's also going, again, ready in action in case something comes close. He's not much of a fighter in this case. He's not going to go toward the book there or anything like that. Draken, your turn.
Special 20. So, double damage, 20 damage.
Witch bolt goes out into the darkness. Meanwhile, the shrieker's going.
I'm gonna set the shrieker on fire.
With what?
Firebolt.
You're going to firebolt the shrieker. You hit it. How much damage do you do?
Oh wow.
With that, the shriek goes, and this mushroom kind of collapses. And it kind of just plunges in flame as the plant catches on fire next to the bugbear, and it no longer is shrieking. Next, the bugbear, seeing thorns kind of whip around him, the shrieker on fire, these two creatures in front of him. He's kind of going, and kind of yells out, and you can understand him, George. He's saying, "Hurry up!"
I can too.
You have to activate turn on the helmet. But, all right. And he's going to swing at George.
And I'll reply then in Orcish, "It'll be too late for you."
24 to hit you, George.
Yeah, it hits.
Or too late for you.
13 damage. Halved.
7.
Morning Star goes and hits you right in the shoulder. Comes in for another swing. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Going to be only 7 damage halved, so 4 damage. Comes in and kind of hits, but kind of glances off the bone and doesn't really do a lot of damage. Just kind of, oh, that's going to leave a mark. Haleth's turn.
Laugh it off.
Haleth kind of sees all this growth everywhere, but doesn't give a rip. She's going to step over the shrieking fire.
It's on fire, you took it.
He's going to go right by this guy.
So why is he doing this?
He's taking lots of damage doing this.
So every step is how much damage?
2d4.
He's dead.
And as he goes by, he is going to swing his glaive at the bugbear. Not really stopping. Bring it on. Here they come. All right. Renaer's turn.
Throw the dart at one.
So that first goblin takes 2d4.
Yep.
We could throw it at that bugbear that's still kicking.
24 to hit. Don't hit. No.
You think attack?
Yeah.
You don't really need it. 27.
This goblin is dead. His kept saying, his dart kind of.
All righty. So I am going to swing at this guy.
Okay.
21 to hit. 12 points of damage. I'm going to swing again.
Go ahead.
26 to hit.
Yes.
11 points of damage.
Dead.
You can beat up.
And then I am going to shove him back with my shield.
All right.
That's what, 5 feet?
Your strength check, you got a 9.
I rolled natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, he moves back 5 feet. Takes 2d4.
Yep.
It is Melannor's turn, maintaining concentration on the thorns.
Okay. So he can't see these goblins coming yet, but he sees this bugbear here.
He sees the first one kind of die in front of him as it enters the room. The dart went.
All right. So I am going to I'm going to do produce flame.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That
The
misses.
bugbear.
That misses the bugbear.
Let's do it again. 19 to hit.
Enough time it hit. Now these thorns on the
14 points.
is there any kind of save or anything, or is this hit it just damage you no matter what?
It damages no matter what. There's a save to spot them because of that natural camouflage. But
Okay.
since that's like kind of a moot point at this point, there's no save.
All right. The bugbear dies. It goes down, falls down into the thorns.
All right.
I know what I'm doing.
Melannor, you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'll move.
Borktar, again, wishing he had some sort of ranged weapon. Doesn't want to step into the thorns and readies an attack in case anything gets by. Draken.
Step into the thorn. Try to get a good range on these guys.
Right there, you take 2d4.
Okay.
The more, you take 2d4 again. So 44 damage.
44.
At this point, these guys are getting a bit clumped up. I mean, they're all funneling down into this path.
Pattern.
Hypnotic pattern. Okay. Give me a moment. Most of them do succumb to the hypnotic pattern. A couple of them don't. They all become like drooling, just kind of stand there. Anything else you want to do? The bugbear in front of George explodes as the head pops open, and a little brain with legs jumps out.
To George.
And it is going to do a devour intellect attack against George.
Can it?
Can it?
Mine's
Yeah. I have that ring of mind shielding, can it?
It's true.
I'm dead.
So it cannot do that to you. So we'll take the next best target.
Oh, come on!
But does it know it can't do it to me?
You actually shouldn't.
Like, would it?
Yeah, because it literally can't like sense you. It's essentially.
Oh,
And how about the house right
oh, okay.
So Haleth right behind him will have to do an intelligence saving throw.
I love going.
And this thing is, if it's on the ground, is taking that 2d4 also.
That's true. Haleth failed the intelligence saving throw. However, with his being undead,
Oh, good.
the brain thing.
So he's immune?
Didn't know that. He is immune to being charmed and other such things. Immune to being stunned. All right, so the intellect devourer took 6 points of damage from falling out of the brain into the thorns, and attempts to run.
He's gonna die.
I don't know how much health these things have.
Can I hit it?
So it's gonna go 5.
It's dead.
So it's gonna do 3d364. Trying to run away.
Die.
And Halef gets an attack opportunity.
Well, it kills itself on thorns as it tries to scrape itself away from the action of the goblins, and as it kind of gets to the edge of the thorn grove, it kind of slumps over.
Yeah. That thorn spell is pretty cool.
It gets all the way up to the front and stops.
The one with the eye patch.
He knows. Then it's Haleth's turn.
Haleth kills. He comes up.
So Haleth is 2d4, and he steps forward.
Melannor is going to holler out to Halef, stay to your left.
He kind of gives him a nod, takes 6 points of damage. And then he sees them all in front of him, a crowd of goblins all kind of drooling and looking at him blankly, except for a couple of them that are kind of like trying to get through everybody. And
Funny.
considering the circumstances, he's got a glaive. He's going to start mowing the grass there.
The 10-foot blade.
I think so. So he's going to do in a 10-foot radius around him, 15 points of damage to all that are within space. 2 goblins die immediately, while the one with the eye patch takes a hefty amount of damage.
Is why eye patch means they're better.
Not necessarily.
Wrong.
I'm just gonna hide them. A lot of bodies there. Okay. We cleared out some. And that's his turn. Here's turn.
Well, he's gonna like go to where he's dark.
He's not going to really be able to see any of them unless he moves into his way.
He goes.
Can he hold his action to move and all that until the spikes fall?
He can hold an action, but they can't hold movement.
Oh, well, he's gonna hold an axe.
Right.
Well, he's gonna move behind side Melannor on the other side.
Hit that one, I guess. Right there. So be with disadvantage though. It's how it's in the way, plus it's in dim light.
Okay. That's not okay. He's not gonna sneak attack at Haleth. Okay. 14.
That misses.
A goblin? Huh.
The goblin with an eye patch.
He's a bad guy.
He does
Okay. Next, a goblin from the back goes, "Get out of the way!" And now George's turn.
And they're like all a bunch of drooling zombies.
All right. I'll toll the dead on this one.
Okay.
A 6?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's going to take 22. Yeah, I rolled a 10 and then a max of 12.
Yeah, he did.
He died.
As his bell goes boom and smashes against the wall, the spectral bell does. And boom.
I'll do it to that one then.
Natural 1.
All right. So he takes 12 points of damage. Yeah.
He's like, whoa. Big bell like slams him right in the face and dissipates. Bunch of goblins don't go. Are you moving any? I assume not.
No, I'm not moving. I'll wait.
Okay. Another goblin tries to push his way through the crowd. This little empty spot right there. And then this guy is going to, these guys who weren't affected all start moving forward. Melanor's turn.
All right. Drop the spikes.
Okay. Spikes all kind of melt away, dissipate.
15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go up to here and cast a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Boom.
That's a dex save, right?
Oh, plus
That is Dex save 13.
I know.
all of them.
The ones that can't move will fail automatically. All right, so 2 out of all of these pass their dex save.
Okay. The ones that fail take 31 points of damage.
And so the ones that succeed take half that.
Yeah.
They all die. And so as Melannor walks up and goes, I didn't want to have to do this, but I see no other. He kind of, electricity kind of crackles around his hands. Something you've never seen Melannor do before. Draken's like, ooh, and then right down the hallway.
And he's like,
It's just like a parting the water. The Red Sea turns to the Green Sea as it parts. His bodies go flying.
I hate to spoil this, but it's only 5 feet wide, so the left half would still live.
All right, the half still lives. Thanks for being honest. All right, anything else Melannor is doing on this turn? Aleph goes, nice.
So I guess he'll do a produce flame against the eye patch goblin here. A 24 to hit.
Hit.
And 10 points of damage.
Dead. Going through these goblin thugs and such like they're nothing. Summon a line here, and you can see the ones that aren't enthralled are like, you know, half their forces decimated in one blow.
tidal wave.
The next to act is this guy as he runs away.
Goodbye.
And then this guy as he runs away. Tar's turn. Comes up here, gonna get about right there. Actually, he's gonna get it here, thinking twice about getting in front of Melannor.
So he's gonna get in front of Haleth instead.
You kind of peek around and not really get in at this point. You guys keep doing your thing.
I run up.
There.
Hi!
Right away. All right, they all gonna fail save regardless. They're all in a like, stupor.
If they didn't die, they all fell over.
All right. So these goblins are all dead. I will reveal what's up here. I haven't done that yet. At this point, it becomes Haleth's turn. Haleth is like, this is done. And he turns around.
This is done.
And he starts heading this way. But it is Renaer's turn. But are you guys wanting to just let them be?
Mortar, you think y'all can handle 2 goblins?
I think that sounds doable.
Yeah. I doubt they'll be giving you much trouble anyway.
Probably not. Could even probably add them to our ranks.
So I got this crown thing.
Yeah.
No one knows about it.
And no one knows about it.
Okay, so combat is done. I'll just say for the sake of expediency, you search this area here and you see this area here looks like where the bugbears were kind of holed up. You're right. So aberration is Arcana check.
8.
It's a failure. As you attempt to slice into the intellect devourer, you just get goop. It just doesn't really give you any sort of chunks or anything valuable enough to be edible or to have an effect that you found from the previous ones.
Ah, man! Oh well.
And there's a ton of goblins in this area and bugbears. If you want to spend the time to harvest from them, you can.
This is picking up arrows.
It would just so many of them. It'd take you at least a couple hours
I don't think Haleth
to do so.
patient enough.
Haleth is waiting by the stairs.
Like,
All right. I asked Mortar, do you think that was all of the Big Ear clan?
Yeah, Borktar, he kind of looks down the hall at the destruction, sheer just massacre. And he kind of
hundreds of dead goblins.
is like over a dozen, like it's like 20 of them, and he kind of goes,
30 at once.
this looks like the brunt of the Big Ears Watch Post forces. There might be a few who may have left for supplies or something, but yeah, there's no way they're going to come back from this without reinforcements.
Okay. So, mission accomplished.
I would say so, yes.
Woo!
I really appreciate this. It's going to be a wonderful benefit to our clan. Borktar says, I will be happy to accompany you when we speak to our leader and tell them what you've done for us.
That'd be great. That's at level 2?
Yes, it is down the stairs just that way.
Yeah. I'd love to explore more and harvest and stuff, but I don't think Haleth's going to wait any longer.
I'll murder you.
Yeah, Renaer goes, this guy is, I'm surprised he's actually still here.
Renaer,
Yeah. So anything you find with the bodies, y'all are welcome to have as part of your new outpost.
Yes, this looks like a lot of good supplies here. I'll have to send back a troop to collect.
Renaer picks up his dart. Dart study for.
Roll a d20, perception. There's a lot of carnage to find one dart in here.
It was about where it was. Wait, I got washed away with that tidal wave.
Oh, 11.
Nope, it's gone.
Alright, there it is.
Okay,
All right.
are you guys wanting to?
I think that's a good
Oh yeah, it's
Huh?
definitely a stopping point.
Yeah, I think that's a good stopping point.
But so as level 1 completed.
Wow.
Ah,
Haleth
and
sees you coming, and
a whole session ahead of schedule.
Haleth goes, finally, this way. And he
Well,
leads the way. Yeah,
Al is sounding more and more like Batman every day.
I'm Batman.